a researcher that's been sent to find the cause of the explosion at Chernobyl. So this is a lab inside of Chernobyl, like a lab building. And your objective is to find the information, like the cause of the explosion, the lore behind it. You'll be collecting collectibles. You have to find all the collectibles to leave. There are, well, you'll find that out. One will tell you once you have all the collectibles. And then you just have to avoid what's lurking in the dark. So.
Gotcha.
And then the way to play is the player has a 3 movement speed, so you can move 3 spaces in front of you and to the side and behind you and all that.
No diagonals.
No diagonals.
Nobody likes diagonals.
You have a vision of, what was it, 2 spaces? Well, you can see the monster within 2 spaces of you. You can hear the monster within 4 spaces. And you can see objects that within that 3 block radius. So once you're like next to an object, like you'll see it 3 blocks
Gotcha.
away. And it'll go turn by turn. So you'll go and then I'll move it.
Gotcha.
Monster. So you don't know where the monster is at the time.
Copy.
Right.
And you're the purple piece.
Yeah. So you're the purple piece at the start. Here's the exit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So imagine you can't see all the pieces as well,
Okay, gotcha.
but you know the layout of the rooms. So
Cool.
you can start. Alright. So you can see in front of you it is a collectible, so like a throwable. You can go again.
1, 2, 3.
So you can pick that up. You can hold up to 3 items at once.
All right.
Lockers are hiding spaces, so you can stay in there, break line of sight from the monster, and hide in there for as long as you need to.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and go again. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. So you find that that door is locked.
Cool. So in that case, what? I said 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and move. Go ahead and move. Go ahead and move. Move.
What is that?
So that is a lore piece. So you found part 1 of the reason why the reactor exploded.
Gotcha. All right then.
Let's see.
And this is closing.
So you do hear something outside of the room.
Gotcha. So just like you said, a green piece of throwables, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Did you explain the flashlight?
We're not using that yet.
Oh,
Just throwables right now.
Sounds good.
And you can throw them 5 spaces away from you.
Gotcha.
You can go ahead and move.
Let me see. Does throwing it take my turn?
So you can throw it and move.
Throw it and move.
Yeah.
Can I move and throw it?
So you have a movement and then your action. So
Gotcha.
you can move and then throw it.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna throw it 5 spaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna throw it over there. 2 and 3.
Did you explain the dash mechanic?
We're not using that yet.
I thought we were. Okay.
Go ahead and move.
Cool. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and move.
1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and move. Good to go.
1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and move.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna throw this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. That was next to me, but hey.
Go ahead and move.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna throw that one over here. Let's go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go ahead and move.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
So now that the monster is close to you,
Yeah.
your sanity level is going to go down by 1. So
Gotcha.
you have and I told you you had a total of 3.
Down 2. Copy. Alright.
You can now move.
Now, of course, I'm right.
Now you have, that's 2 sanity down, so you have 1 left.
No, that would only be 1. Because it has to start its turn and end its turn in the radius. So he's only down 1.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, yeah.
So, 1 space?
Yes.
Gotcha. Dang it. Okay. Alright. Gotcha.
Well, no, you can.
Oh.
You can keep moving 3 spaces.
Oh, okay,
Sorry,
okay.
we just
So
said you
the-
lost one.
No, no, you're fine.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
sanity is your health meter.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't explain that.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. Run, my boy, run. I know exactly what I'm gonna go for.
And you've gone completely insane.
Damn it. Mad.
So I just want to kind of explain what happened there.
Yeah.
You threw 2 of your items when he wasn't in range of you, which is what caused the issue. Because he was over here, but you were throwing that way.
so,
That's exactly what I did.
So when you were right here and you threw this one, the monster was over here.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing his rounds, so we have like a predetermined paths where he was doing his stuff,
Nice.
and he was over here. Because you threw that collectible or that distractible over here, he then changed his path to go towards that distractible.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Yeah, makes
Okay.
And
sense.
then
Makes sense.
Sorry, before we go too far, that was really fast, so my vote is to try again.
Okay.
So that's, we'll consider this all one big play test. So now, knowing what you know,
Yeah.
we'll play again.
Would you like to play again, or would you like to let somebody else sub in
like
for
it
you?
does. Anyone else?
anybody else want to try?
Oh, okay, yeah.
How many spaces? How many spaces can I move?
You
So
can
it'll
move.
still count as one play test even though we're switching.
Okay.
But I like that though, because at the end of the day, it's,
Am I-
it's
am
up
I
to the
start-
player
yeah.
to like, you know.
So I can move
strategically
3?
move around.
You can move.
Can
3
we make
spaces.
a slight change to the rules on the fly?
I would not.
Okay.
I would make note of a rule that you want to change.
It was one that we were working on beforehand, and we decided to take it out for this playtest, but I think we'd probably work with what we just saw with the dash.
I have a question.
Okay.
So like, what is this?
Those are
Those are just blockage.
objects. So like you can't cross over that.
Can we like?
Like knocked over.
Knocked
Oh,
over
so like for
cabinets.
example, if the monster is here and I'm here, can I see him or can he sees me?
So because you were breaking the line of sight of the monster, he doesn't know you're there. And yeah, you can hear the monster around the corner on the other side of that, but the monster doesn't see you. It's only the monster has line of sight of you.
So one more time, I'm collecting these lore things. That's what the objective is, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but so imagine you don't see them right now.
Okay. I'm gonna
And you're
pretend
just
they
gonna
don't
be
exist.
exploring the lab.
Okay. All right.
As she beelines for every single one of them.
So, I guess before you start, here's my question.
Mhm.
You'll do me a favor. Would you go outside for a minute?
Mhm.
I'll let you
Okay.
back in.
Okay.
No,
Go outside for a minute, don't
You're
look out
not.
the window or anything.
Okay.
Maybe watch a short cat video on YouTube, something that distracts you.
Okay, amazing.
Okay.
Hey Joe, can you step over so I can get her so we can listen to what she's saying?
This is a question I was gonna ask you after David's play test, but it ended so fast that I was holding off.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. If they wouldn't know where those are in the video game, and they're supposed to be hunting for them, why are they on the map?
We didn't have time to put that in the thing. We kind of just put everything there and kind of let the
Oh,
player.
yeah, you mean,
Let's take them off.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know where
so-
they go. So why don't you take a picture on your phone of the map? Like if you're the one who's tracking the collection, just take a picture where they're in place so you know where they go. And then let's have her play without knowing where they are. You can even erase some marks if you want to after you take your picture. And then that way,
Like we
she
can
has
even
to
change where the
explore.
key locations are real quick too, if you want to shuffle it.
I mean, I wouldn't make changes to your map. I could even wait for another playtest, but
Okay.
I guarantee you that's why I had her go outside and watch a video. Like
So-
she's not gonna remember where those things were.
Something that we were gonna do, we just haven't been able to get around to do it, was we were gonna do the poker chip thing like you recommended,
Sure.
or something along
Or a
those
second board
lines.
like the other team had would be fine.
Yeah. We were planning on that, but we also were having issues with our schedules meshing because Hannah has to work on the weekends, and
Well, yeah.
everybody else has stuff exploded everywhere.
It's fine.
So
That's fine.
real life, like you're not gonna make it through this program trying to get everything done on the weekend. So you had from Tuesday to Friday if you knew one of your teammates had weekend issues, so that shouldn't be an excuse. So if we wanna let her back in. Hello, please return to the It has finished loading.
Oh, yay! Ooh, interesting.
Right, your goal is the same.
Goal is the same.
Find your collectibles. You have to
Okay.
collect all of them.
All right, I'm gonna pretend I've never played this.
Goldfish memory.
Ah. Right. 3, right?
3 spaces.
3 spaces. What's that again? Oh, is that a, oh, okay.
So, because you passed that, you noticed you have your
So this
health.
is
Red's health. Green is
collectible.
throwable.
Okay, throwable. Okay, cool. So if I go past it, will it disappear? I'll know it's always
You'll
there.
have map memory.
Okay, map memory. Okay, because sometimes it's like goldfish. And I can't go diagonal, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, there. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You see a locked door in front of you.
And I don't have the key, do I?
No.
Well, okay, so, nope.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How many I can hold at the same time?
You can hold 3 throwables, and that's combined with the health.
Okay,
So
cool.
only hold 3 items
Okay.
all at once.
Okay. Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. You do hear something in front of you.
In front of me.
Sorry, which way were you facing?
I'm facing this way.
Yeah, it's in front of you.
I'm doing it that way.
Yeah, go ahead. Go now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
piece of paper or something?
Yes, it was another lore collectible. So you have 2 pieces.
How much do I have to get again?
When you find the last one,
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, she's in range. Go ahead.
Can I go through here or is that blocking me?
That's blocking you.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so it's taking up the 6 spaces.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Can I go backwards?
Yeah. You have free movement up and down,
Okay.
left and right.
Okay. And so now this is my full loadout, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's your full inventory.
Okay. Can I go?
Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Hey, go fetch. Can I throw diagonal or no?
Yeah, so you have a 5 block radius.
One, 2, 3.
Well, it's like you can go like between.
Oh, I
so
have to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's like a 10 by 10 square.
That way. Wait, hold on. By 5, you said?
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to throw,
Let me figure it out.
It's tempting to help.
It is tempting to help,
I
but I
was just
got
gonna
it.
show what the radius was, the 5x5 radius.
No,
So, fun fact, if the game is gonna show, so if I click it and it's gonna.
Yeah, you'll have like a maximum.
Okay, can I
Okay.
throw it?
Yeah, that's
So
why I
onto-
was gonna say.
Can I-
Yeah, so you have a maximum range. You can't throw it onto objects.
That's what I was gonna ask.
You have to. It has to be thrown into an open space.
Okay.
So you have 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have like a 10 by 10
Okay, so
radius.
shoot, I'm I'm in the worst spot with this one because the direction I want to go is not gonna benefit me. Oh well, I'm gonna throw it from here. We'll hope for the best.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh, I was here. I was like thinking 5 all of a sudden.
You're like, gotta get away.
Exactly, running away.
So the monster disappeared into the darkness.
Oh, exciting! I love that.
Go ahead.
I don't like when you do that because that means I reached it. We good?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah.
In the distance, you see something shining.
Shinies. Gotta collect all the shinies.
Go ahead. You picked up a key.
Oh, it's a key. I can get it to the door now. Nice.
I'm loving the commentary.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, there.
Go ahead.
Do, do, do.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Amazing.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's even better. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, just range.
Yep.
Amazing.
Go ahead.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Go ahead. You found the last little piece. Now,
Interesting.
your objective changed to get out.
Oh, so I don't have to even mess with the key area?
Well, you don't. Oh, that's the key to that door.
I want to go to the door. Because I like to collect everything.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
As a scientist, I need to know everything.
So
No!
monster's there.
How's about the monster not be there anymore? So up to here?
Yes.
Okay, this is risque, but here we go. Okay. Run away, run away, run away.
I believe you would have lost a sanity there,
Yeah,
right?
because you were in that
Okay.
two.
And can I just use this
Yep.
to get my sanity back?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to explain how that works?
What?
The action that she takes to restore her sanity.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These things are like cute little octopus creatures, and you're letting your inner demon out
And I just eat
and
it?
just consuming it,
Oh,
and
amazing.
that restores your sanity.
Wait, that is. I feel like that would do the opposite for me, but okay.
Well, you aren't actively doing it. You're kind of
You're
like
acting out
letting
on the-
Okay.
On the insanity that the monster.
Yeah, just like.
Airbender, the things that
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
give themselves to the plague.
Mhm.
Cute little. I thought you were gonna say you put it on your head and it sucked the bad energy out.
Ah.
Ate it, living in
Bad
the
vibes
raw.
gone.
No, when you see the octopus, you have an insatiable thirst and hunger to eat it. Blame it on the
Done
monster.
Bad things to you.
Yeah, true.
And
Good.
you're good to go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And now I used a key, right? So that's gone.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, I
remove
don't have to
that.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
Doors are the only thing.
Those
that
are
go
your
in
just
here.
like, yeah,
Okay, so that's
you keep those.
okay. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a
'Cause
souvenir.
the collectibles are your objective. Since you're a researcher.
Mm. Oh, even better. That's what I was hoping that was there.
Go ahead.
1, 2. Tweet.
Go ahead.
1.
You've picked up the key to the exit.
Ha! I knew it. 2, 3. It's like there's a reason. There's something.
Go ahead.
That's why you always explore everywhere when you're in games.
In front of you, you hear
Oh god.
you hear something in the darkness.
I don't like that. Wait, okay, where's my radius again?
5 by 5. So you have from here to like this kind of cone, or you could throw it behind you.
Why would I want to throw behind me if I'm going forward? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go fetch.
Alright.
Oh, dang, that was a bad idea. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Wait, no. Does the door, me being at the door count? Cause, well, yeah, I did 3.
Yeah. So you're good right there.
Okay, good. Go.
Calculating the monster space. You do hear something behind you.
It's fine. I'm gonna run. Okay. I'm running. Oh, I don't like you.
So because he's close to you, you do lose 1 sanity.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Oh wait, sorry. I'm literally just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna eat this this little octopus thing. Sorry.
Alright. You're back to one sanity.
Yeah. Okay. And does that
Or,
take my
sorry.
turn?
No,
No,
you have
not
an
your
action
movement.
and then a move. So
Okay.
sorry, it restored you back to 2.
Okay.
So you have 2.
I just need to get out.
She
That's
has
all.
One sanity left.
Now she has 1 sanity
Okay.
because she had.
Yeah, you didn't remove any sanity in the last move, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Does that mean I'm exit or do I have to pass the thing?
You have to pass through.
Oh my god, I'm
'Cause you have to-
I'm gonna go insane right at the exit.
Because you use
I'm
it.
literally gonna go
Well,
insane
so,
right at the
The
exit.
thing is, you would have cut off line of sight here, so the monster wouldn't be chasing at the
that's
moment.
right. So
Yeah.
you did escape it right there.
That he
Oh.
still goes to the...
Okay, and then yay! I was about to say, if I literally
Down to the
died,
skin of your teeth.
like-
These are the adorable creatures that you're eating.
oh, that's
Sounds bad.
exciting!
Dang, I feel bad.
There are little purple pentapluses that
Oh.
actually steal that from Avatar. Oh, that's even
Wait. Oh no! No, that's even cuter.
Blame the monster for making you insatiably hungry.
Healing items.
Oh, what?
Yeah, those are so cute. Why would
So
I?
you were.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail for the video too, which is funny.
You're like, oh no,
That's
there's
what
the
I was
monster.
Mm.
Inhales.
So I just want to say something for our next playtest. We should definitely have the metronome.
No.
Potential like a longer metronome, because essentially, since we have the set path, you already know where the monster is going until it starts interacting with the player. So at that point, you can just pause the metronome. So that way, so when the monster is just on their path, you can, since we're mimicking real time, you can just
like
use the
take-
metronome.
Top.
And when it starts getting closer, where you have to actually think about what it's doing, you can pause it if need be.
Any comments? So okay, so this is the thing.
Yep.
I was very easily able to figure out what path the monster was going after a certain point. I do think that you need to have more like health, probably like in certain places, because I when he got close, I was eating through them very fast, kind of thing. That's my thought process on that, because like if I had died right there, like that would have been the worst thing in the world. But I mean, I liked it. I liked how you guys set it up and everything. Definitely, maybe, an indicator or something. I mean, I like that you guys said that like they're nearby, in front of you, behind you. Maybe just to add to like the anticipation of it, don't say where they are. Just be like, hey, it's in your range. That's my thought process. I would say it's in your range, and then you kind of have to figure out where you're throwing it, because if it's in the dark, you're not gonna know where it is.
I think there's a difference between seeing it and hearing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he said that they're hearing you. You said you hear.
Yeah, you hear like
Yeah.
something moving in the dark
Okay.
behind you. So it.
Okay,
you have, like,
so
a general
I would have.
sense of
Oh,
where
okay,
it
okay.
is,
So.
but you don't know exactly.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, so-
wondering, yeah.
So, like with the directions that he was giving, so
Mm-hmm.
essentially, like if the monster was anywhere in this direction, that was behind you.
Oh, okay.
So it could literally be within your hearing range, but be sitting right here.
Yeah.
So if you would have just thrown it straight back, that the throwable would have been effectively
Yeah,
useless
and
for you
then
there.
maybe like if they're in the range, like have them indicate which way they're they're facing, because since your pawn, we don't know which way we're facing, so have them say which direction that they're facing if they're in the range, so that they can say, you can give them, oh yeah, they're behind you, that, because they can just say, yeah, I guess I'm facing that way, and then maybe
I was
They-
going based off of like you were.
the direction that
where
I was
you were
going.
already moving.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
actually probably use like a little snippet of a pipe cleaner or a piece of paper on the
Yeah.
bottom of the pond
Yeah,
to
and
indicate
just have
the
them
direction.
so that you know which direction that the person's facing.
I usually just use the wet erase marker and draw a little indication on the top of the piece.
Okay.
Oh,
You
that
just
yeah,
Wipe it off when you're done.
yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
back cleaner idea though.
Yeah,
that's
but yeah, so like because that would all, if you're telling them which direction, I'm like, wait, but I don't know which way I'm facing.
Okay.
Well, that helps you and helps them.
Yeah,
Trying to
exactly.
clarify. which
Then we
way
could
it is.
actually do the pipe cleaner thing for if we were to on a second iteration for the monster. If we were to incorporate like a view range for it in front of it, like
have
the
the range.
old timey game stealth games where you see the red cone in front of the enemies.
Yeah.
We could use the pipe cleaners and actually do it that way. So if you break line of sight on the map, it is very clear that you did so.
Another thing that I use with this kind of prototyping that I mentioned in your notes is like I'll usually take a stiff piece of plastic, I'll tint it with like a highlighter, and then I'll cut it into the cone or the radius I want. So like for your throw, you could just have that 5x5 and then lay it out so the player can see it.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I was
so-
getting confused where my range was.
So you can do the
Yeah.
same thing with your piece.
So like what
Just
Critical
take
Role
it,
does,
see that?
if you've seen that.
Oh gosh, I haven't watched Critical in a minute. But the
Yeah,
pen
it's
center
just
would
a-
also work.
Yeah.
Just a,
Yeah.
We can also just use construction paper for that too.
Yeah, just be like, this is your range,
The
and
benefit
then
of the plastic is that it just lets you keep your grid, which the pen cleaner would also do, right? It lets you preserve the grid.
Yeah.
or a ruler of some sort, yeah.
and then the other thing was I never used a locker once because there was a certain point where like there was this just giant area where I didn't have anywhere to hide, so all I could do was run away. So
Well,
it's
if you ran into the locker,
if you were so I don't know.
That is definitely something for
I
us
feel
to
like there should
reflect
be
on.
more places to
for it.
hide, is what I'm saying, because
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it also plays back to David's question about, I think it was your question, about being behind the little object over here, if that would have any effect. So it's not clear that those pieces are covered.
yeah, it's
So
not
just make sure it's clear that those are covered.
Okay.
because I just see them as obstacles. I don't see them as coverage, kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
so yeah.
There are some that maybe are like.
That's something we
they're
should slip
actually
into the
behind me,
rule
so
set.
They're half height and I have to crouch, and I have to follow them crouching. You could add that to
Okay.
yours.
Yeah. So
Playing blocks, just like if we're having this set up, we can
Yeah.
have the
Like we
playing
could
blocks.
have-
So like
You
give an
absolutely
example.
super could, absolutely. Or
Okay.
you could just use a different color for things that are player height versus things that are waist height.
Okay.
And then if they're standing behind something that's waist height and they don't call crouch, then the monster can still see them.
Okay.
for our second iteration, we should really expand upon our movement mechanics.
Monster's a smart idea, yeah.
And also probably well, not necessarily rework, but look at how we do the action flow as well. So like the thing that I was mentioning earlier about the dashing, because I didn't realize that we'd taken out for today, that would take up you being able to throw an object instead, but it gives you double your movement, so you can get away from the monster. However, it makes you stop for your next turn because of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because like that's the other thing. If I saw a monster behind me, I would not be walking leisurely like that. I would be running. But yeah.
In this case, I kind of pictured you in like a really bulky radiation suit. I thought you couldn't run. That's just how I justified it in my head.
With me, I saw, because I didn't see any monsters for a while. I was just la-di-da through.
That was the thinking that I had for when we were talking about the dash mechanic the other day, of where if you use a dash, it makes you pause for your next turn because it fully exerted yourself because you're wearing heavy equipment.
I think, like that's a way to approach it. I've had teams where they're like, they actually manage noise. So you're throwing things to distract the monster, right? Like if you run, you also make noise. So there's all kinds of interesting things that you can do. I think the balancing on losing a turn to recuperate from sprinting is something that would just take play tests to figure out.
Yeah.
But Natasha and David, did either of you have anything else for the team?
Oh no, y'all just hit it. A solid gameplay. That's
that
what I
was
preach
fun.
to my team. Is solid gameplay. As long as you have solid gameplay, you can always tweak it, add more stuff to it. So overall, it's a solid gameplay. I like it a lot. I like how it's pretty much up to the player how to move. You get hints from the people about where the player are, and it's all about the player making those moves. So you're not holding the player's hand. You pretty much give them a fair shot, and in case it's up to the player like me.
Okay.
It's die super.
So,
yeah,
Why?
I like it a lot.
This is more so just because, like, when I pick up lore, I read everything. Maybe when I pick it up, you say, like, yeah, now you learned that this happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just write it down.
Yeah, just write it down on a piece of
Or
paper and I
have
can read it.
somebody DM
Yeah.
or both.
Because you can't just tell me, hey, lore, and then I sit there and I'm like, where's my
You want to lean into like Chernobyl's such a, and maybe this is because obviously like it was a part of my childhood, like Chernobyl's such a cool setting that like the potential of the lore is really interesting.
Yeah, we were going with the lore being like historical and accurate to a point to where the like kind of the monster is like a Lovecraftian monster.
Sure.
So we were gonna tie that in to be like that was the cause of the explosion. And,
Yeah, super fun. And you want to test
Yeah,
that. You want to see how your participants respond.
So when I don't know if this is the lore that we decided to go with, but we were also talking about a time loop ordeal where with the monster and the player is actually connected.
it
Well,
was,
you guys can figure all that out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely write out some lore this week for us to use. I just need to know how many bits to do.
And I would say just like everything else, just collaborate, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody should contribute. So just kind of brainstorm as a team and figure out how you want to approach that. you know, there's lots of cool stuff, like, I mean, Chernobyl still has some spots, you know, really radioactive today.
Like the elephant's foot.
So, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff. for sure.
In any case, they could definitely benefit from what we might implement in ours is like that check mark that y'all was suggesting. Like if you go into a room and you collect everything that's there, pretty much put the check. That's what we might use when our next speed place.
And I would say,
Y'all
this
benefit
too,
from that
just
too.
depends on the plan for the video game, right? So in your
Yeah.
case, I asked you all real specifically, is the map gonna track?
Yeah.
And so if there's something in UI that's tracking, hey, these are the places you cleared, then show them.
Yeah.
But if in a case like this, you
I don't
kind of
think I
want
need
part of the
that.
tension to be memory, then you don't have to show that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
for our
You're right.
UI, we like when you're playing, you'll have a map in the top corner and then an inventory that you can check and like use or whatever.
One of the questions I asked in it was, will there be a number out of for the collectibles?
Yeah. So when you
Yeah.
pick it up, it'll be like 1 of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's
whatever
why.
it's
Yeah,
fine
when he
to-
said like, "Oh, you've collected all of collectibles," I was like, "That's a trap. That's a trap. There's something wrong."
You had said it too early because the keys in this case count as part of those collectibles, so technically you had not collected all of them. But I was just writing down notes because I was like, okay, because if I start talking, I'm gonna say something I shouldn't.
It's just something to iterate for the next.
I feel
project.
like with this, I feel like with this case, you would once you pick, like, you know, like there's like that main quest and then there's that sub quest. It'll be like, huh, I found all the things, but I also know that that door is locked. So like, or like if they don't know, they're like, they can just be like, oh, well, it's time to go out now, and then ching ching ching.
Well, and that's beautiful, right? Like you actually kind of want that to happen. Like I was kind of hoping you would go through the exit and then not be able to get out, and you did.
I don't
which
play
was fine.
video games that way.
I
That's
don't
the
either.
thing. I like go through all the rooms because I'm
But
like,
if
But I like that you didn't tell her it was locked. There's a red line there, which you know.
It
That's
does
fine.
indicate, yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
still-
I
it's still
if you
trying this
erase
one
it,
first,
She
yeah.
still tried that door and it was locked, so
Yeah, no,
it
exactly.
would have been the same thing.
Yeah, I would have. It would have been the same thing with the bed situation where you guys drew the bed, and I was like, "Well, there's the bed."
I'll do that. Oops.
So the thinking on the objective is that the player is there to figure out or find out the reason basically what caused the reactor to go off and then why there's a strange creature there. It's not supposed to really tell you anything about how to exit. It goes, you found what was necessary. Oh yeah, there might be extra in the level. Now you have to figure out how to get back out.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's no way. Like, I feel like another thing that you should add to it, because like, I'm in the Chernobyl area. Like, what takes me away from just going back to the start and leaving from there again? So I feel like you should have like something like once they leave this area, just they're trapped in here with the monster.
Well, you're already inside the research facility.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying like.
Yeah, she could have just left out the exit. Is what she's
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Like,
Like,
why
it
would
never-
I want
it
to
didn't
go to
close
the locked
off.
door when I can just go out the same way where I know it's open?
Visible wall.
Or you gotta keep
can
going
probably do
forward.
better than invisible wall, right? Like,
Pull an EA.
Yeah.
You definitely just tell the player. I mean, you do a good job setting the scene of saying.
Could it be like a radiation spill happened after you walked through?
Absolutely, it could be like, just tell them, right? Like, you're in this room, you cannot go back where you've come from because there's been a huge radiation issue, or the doors are blocked behind you, or whatever.
Yeah, make it into the story where I'm just like, wow, okay, I can't go
And
back.
then now they know.
Yeah.
They gotta find what they need to find and find a different way.
Heck, we can even do something where you get like a very like loud noise from like the monster crashing through, which prevents you from going back, or you're too afraid to go back.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah,
Because like
That-
that's
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
iteration.
Like, I did it because I can see the start and the exit, but like if I was in the actual game, I've been like, that looks locked. I don't know where the key is. I'm gonna go back the way I went.
I would say like the big thing for me, and I'll send you my other notes. I think removing things and making the player explore helps a ton. I think it makes it way more interesting and probably feel a lot more like you want the video game to feel. It has a very Amnesia vibe to me, which I don't mind because I love that game.
Yeah,
I would say what sets it apart is the Chernobyl part. So just figure out ways to lean into that a little bit more.
Okay.
Obviously the lore edition will help,
Yeah. So
but I just figure out maybe if there's like one more way you could just bring that into it a little bit more. It'll make it feel very unique from that game, which is always nice.
okay. Yeah,
Sorry, you were gonna say.
we were basing it off of like the amnesia for the insanity thing,
Yeah.
and then like the monster is kind of like Alien Isolation, where it has like a few things happen. And then
and I like the ability to distract it, even though you can't fight it. Yeah, I dig it. Alright,
Aaron, say hello.
it's 11:33, we're gonna take, I